McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him. And he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over.
That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like that.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he questioned the bold financial claims made by Floyd Mayweather Jr. During a discussion, Rogan openly doubted Mayweather's statement that he owns 60 buildings worth around $42 million. Rogan suggested that the numbers simply didn't make sense and that flashy claims about wealth don't always match verified financial records. Over the years, Mayweather has built a public image centered on extreme luxury, showing stacks of cash, expensive cars, private jets, and massive real estate investments. However, several critics and financial observers have argued that some of these claims may be exaggerated. While Mayweather often presents himself as the ultimate symbol of financial success, some reports suggest that the reality behind the Money Mayweather brand could be more complicated than it appears.
He's just piecing him up. Stepped by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money.
He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. There's all sorts of things that goes.
Yeah, you got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you those.
Over time, Mayweather's public persona evolved dramatically. Early in his career, he was known primarily as a highly skilled and exciting boxing champion, but eventually he transformed into the larger-than-life character known as Money Mayweather. Rogan has commented that at some point Floyd appeared to shift his focus away from the pure excitement of boxing and more toward maximizing profits and building a powerful financial image. Along with that shift came a change in attitude, with Mayweather frequently taunting or disrespecting his opponents as part of promoting fights. While this strategy clearly helped generate attention and pay-per-view sales, critics argue that it also changed how fans perceived him, turning him from a pure athlete into more of a business brand.
Went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so
Rogan has also suggested that Mayweather is remembered not just for his technical boxing brilliance but also for the enormous amounts of money associated with his career. While Mayweather is widely considered one of the most famous and successful boxers in history, Rogan believes that the conversation around him often focuses more on wealth than on sporting legacy. Rogan even addressed the idea of Mayweather entering mixed martial arts, saying very clearly that boxing success does not automatically translate to other combat sports. In his view, Floyd would struggle significantly in MMA, highlighting how different the skill sets are between boxing and mixed martial arts. This comment reflects a broader debate about whether Mayweather's dominance inside the boxing ring would hold up in other fighting environments.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train.
He's screwed.
First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for
In another discussion, Rogan brought up an example that showed just how powerful and influential Mayweather became during his career. Rogan told a story about Mayweather allegedly having the authority to remove a referee during a fight. Whether exaggerated or not, Rogan used the story to illustrate how much control Mayweather had in the boxing world at the height of his fame. Few fighters have ever reached a level where their influence extends so deeply into the business side of the sport. For Rogan, this moment symbolized how Mayweather's financial power and star status allowed him to shape situations that most athletes could never influence.
A referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the f are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insane.
According to Rogan, much of Mayweather's drive and competitiveness can be traced back to his upbringing. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., and his uncle, Roger Mayweather, were both fighters who pushed him hard from a young age. Growing up in a highly competitive boxing family meant Floyd was constantly encouraged to push himself further and develop an intense desire to win. This environment helped shape him into the dominant and disciplined fighter he became during his prime years. However, Rogan suggests that the same competitive mindset that made him great in the ring may also influence how aggressively he approaches money, business, and financial success outside the sport.
Boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy, he's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time.
Mayweather has made several bold financial statements throughout his career. At one point he claimed that he earns around $3 million every month, even suggesting that he makes more money than billionaire entrepreneur Bill Gates. While these claims may sound impressive to fans, many financial analysts and boxing insiders have questioned whether such numbers are realistic. People familiar with boxing's pay-per-view and promotional structures point out that income in combat sports usually fluctuates heavily and rarely arrives in steady monthly amounts. Because of this, experts often view such statements as promotional exaggerations rather than literal financial figures.
Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that if he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. 36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
For Mayweather, money has always been a central part of his philosophy. He often speaks about the importance of building generational wealth, explaining that he wants his children to follow in his footsteps and continue expanding the family's financial empire. In interviews, he frequently emphasizes business investments, promotions, and brand deals as key parts of his legacy. However, this strong focus on wealth has also attracted criticism. Some observers believe that Mayweather's constant emphasis on money and luxury overshadows other values such as sportsmanship or character, leading to debates about what truly defines a successful legacy in sports.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.